Welcome, welcome. So I'm here to do a live, answer your questions as always. Nothing makes me happier than to help you, to guide you on your path. So let's wait a few minutes, let people jump in, and we'll take some questions and answers. Well, hello, welcome, welcome. So you guys have any questions, feel free and ask, and let's begin. Morning. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's nice and sunny here, so which is but kind of cold. Welcome. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free and ask. I'll do my best to help you the best as I can. And we'll get started. I hope you guys are doing well with your detox. Remember, fruits and herbs. Keep it really simple, okay? No complicated stuff here. Fruits and herbs. The herbs are maybe the trickiest part because you have to know what herbs to use, but that's why I'm here to help you as well, right? But switch your diet, number one. Number two, use the right herbs. Number three, give it time. That's it. It's that strength. Kidney strength, that's simple, sorry. Kidney strength, if you want to strengthen your kidneys, you have to detox the whole body, okay? You got to change the diet, number one. Number one is important to change the diet. You should be on a high fruit diet, 100% fruits if possible. If not, raw vegan at the very least. Stop eating any cooked foods for now. Stop eating any protein, even nut protein, you stop it, okay? Because it's hard on the kidneys. You want kidneys to grow stronger, you gotta focus 100% fruits. I'll be on a 30-day dark grape only diet, okay? And use the herbs. We have the use two kidney teas, 2 kidney tinctures. Use a nettle seed tea, very important. Very it targets the kidneys and it gives them that boost they need to heal. But clean your adrenals, very important. If you're trying to fix your kidneys, you gotta work on your adrenals, always adrenals, okay? Because adrenals control the kidneys, very important. So that's what I would do, get started. 100% fruit diet, herbs for the kidneys, herbs for the entire body, Fabulous 5 kidney tea, nettle seed, use a lymphatic herb, use adrenal herbs, you're good to go. Hello. So, what do you think about seedless grapes? What do you think about seedless grapes? Now, this is a very tricky topic. I use seedless organic, period. Why? Because I can't get seeded, okay? And seedless organic does work. I've done it on myself. I've tried it on different clients. It works like a charm, like magic, okay? So you can go seedless grapes. It does work. The reason why you want to go organic is because organic, by definition, means it cannot be GMO. It might be a hybrid, a natural hybrid. And hybrid is not something that you do in a lab. Hybrid is something that you can do naturally, meaning that you can take two plants and fuse them. Okay, you don't need to be in the lab to do it. So like hybrids, natural hybrids are not necessarily GMO. So I'm okay with seedless organic. If I can get seeded, I'll use seeded. If I can't get seeded, I'll use seedless. Nothing stops me from getting to my goal. And that's the same kind of point of view you should have as well. Because even if you did use seedless and it was not even organic, you will still get benefits. That's how powerful the fruits are. And don't take my word for it, try it and see. Okay, anyone who tells you otherwise because they are preaching a mantra to you, they haven't actually experienced it to understand the power in it. But you can use seedless, and it still works. Ideally, you want seeded. If you can't get seeded, use seedless organic. Okay, and even if you can't get seedless organic and you had no other choice, I would use the seedless. Period, and nothing would stop me. Okay, that's how I think, and I believe that you use what you can get and you hit it hard. No excuses. Can you talk about elbow tendonitis? So any kind of joint inflammation or joint destruction, you have to understand why it's happening. You have acids in that location destroying tissue, cells, and cells. This is so simple. And it also means your lymphatic system is not flowing properly to your lymph nodes and then to your kidneys. So you got to open the pathways. That's why we call healing energy, fixing the energy flow. It's just blood flow, lymph flow, and nerve flow. If any of those three are blocked, you're going to have a health issue. Okay, so when you have elbow tendonitis, it simply means that you're not removing the waste in that location, but it also means systemically speaking, your whole body is compromised. Okay, meaning that your lymph system is not moving properly in your whole body, your kidneys are not filtering, so you're not disposing of the waste or damaged tissue. The body can't heal properly, so you're going to have damage on the elbow section. Now, in your case, your elbows are the weakest point. It could be your wrist, it could be your knees, it could be anything. It's simply trapped acids, pain, trapped acids, damaging tissue, joints, cartilage, etc. So you want to fix it, you got to change the diet, move the lymph system. That's 100% fruit diet. A dark grape only diet is fantastic. And I would use herbs for the entire body, Fabulous 5 kidney tea, and extra herbs. Maybe use a herb called not golden seal, sorry. What's it called? We have it on our side, it's joints. Okay, it has all the herbs to strengthen the joint region as well. Okay, so very simple. Just keep focused, 100% fruit diet, use the herbs, get the kidneys to filter, move the lymph system, and you're good to go. Right, it's not hard to fix. Detox foot pads. You can use them. Okay, they're not going to help you heal the body, put it that way, but they're good therapeutic. So you can use the detox foot pads. It's part of your whole healing process. Add it to it, like a bit like meditation. Add meditation. Add prayers. Go walk in nature. Do some kind of light rebounding, light exercise. Moves the lymph system. So it all helps. What's a good diet for the type 2 diabetics? Okay, so if you want to fix it, try and address the root cause, you have to use a high an all fruit diet. Here's a key word: an all fruit diet. When you go on an all fruit diet, your blood sugar is going to drop. Okay, but more importantly, the fruit gives you the opportunity to move the lymph system. Remember that when the pancreas and the adrenals are not working properly, it's because mucus and acids are affecting its function. So your goal is to remove the mucus and acids affecting on these tissue. You gotta move the mucus, excess mucus and acids, so they can function better. And the only way you're gonna be able to do that is with the fruits, because they are astringent. Okay, vegetables are not astringent. No other food is astringent. You need astringency to break and pull mucus. Stagnant mucus, and that's why we go on an all-fruit diet. I would use stuff like apples and blueberry. You can use blueberry tea, very fantastic to drop your sugar levels. Be sure that when you're doing this, because your sugar is going to drop, you pay attention to your medications, okay, and see your doctor if you need to, because your blood sugar will drop, and you cannot be using the same level of medications when your sugar is low, because you're taking medication, your sugar is going to go up, and you want it to wean off it with the help of your doctor, of course. But it's very easy to get rid of this. It's not hard at all. Okay, you just need to address the pancreas, address your adrenals, address the whole body. 100% fruit diet, all fruit diet, not fruit end. Okay, and the herbs I mentioned. Use a glandula for the pancreas, use a glandula for the adrenals, and you'll be back on board. Okay, type 1 is a difficult one because you are using hormones, but type 2 is not hard at all to fix. Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Hello. It means a lot to me that you're taking the time to be here to try and get your questions answered. Okay, I'm going to do my best to answer them. Have you been some? Someone says I have having some light pains on your chest. If you have any kind of pains in your chest, go get it checked. Okay, because it might be pressing and you might need attention. Okay, but remember that all pain outside of this is trapped acids, it's congestion of lymph, congestion of nerves, congestion of blood flow. All these are pressing. You need to address all these, but I would get it checked first. Okay, just to make sure. Let's see. Good. Can you use red beets? Yes, you can use red beet. Beets are fantastic. Actually, they are great. They have nitric oxide in there. I like to use it as part of my green drinks. I have it all by itself. They're very, very powerful. You can use beets. Fantastic for the kidneys as well. Okay, and it helps the whole body detox. So it's a bit to the sweet side. So you know what you're getting into. Like, I mean, the taste wise at least. So someone says have sore, tender scalp and thinning hair in some spots. Okay, yeah. If you're having spots, patches, is potentially be alopecia. Okay, but again, it boils down to why would this thing occur? It occurs because your body is to the acidic side. Your lymph is not moving. Your lymph system, it's not moving properly. So acids are sticking around and affecting tissue, organ, and glands. It's that simple. It's affecting your hormones. It's affecting your hair follicles. Okay, and it's affecting your scalp. When you have a scalp getting sore and tender, there's acids being expressed there. You need to get acids out of it. So what do? Number one, change your diet. That's step one, always. Okay, go on 100% fruit diet, period, not even question. Step 2, use the herbs to help you. You go on the Fabulous 5, use the Fabulous 5, okay? You want to go on the kidney tea at the very least, at the base, okay? And then you want to add herbs for circulation, called circulation 1 and neurological 1 tincture, okay? As push blood flow to the head region. And you also use nettle seed to strengthen the kidneys, because kidneys are crucial here. And use a hair oil for external application to push blood flow to the head region. So as you're doing this with a diet change, everything, you see you get improvements. Okay, but also clean your sinuses, do ear candling, eye washes, clean your nose with neti pot, chew horseradish root. Anything can break the sinuses in your head region, because trapped mucus and acids will affect the function of your ears, your eyes, and your hair. Your follicles will start falling out. You lose your hair. So you gotta clean the sinuses and clean the gut. Very important. You gotta make sure you're not constipated. You're using the washroom hour and a half to 2 after every meal. Use some enemas, use the herbs for the bowels, clean the bowels, and you see everything will come in order, okay? Because your head sits on your GI tract. It's got to be clean, otherwise you can't drain acids out and you start losing your hair. But it's not hard to fix, okay? I have the Fab3 tea, kidney tea, and the lymph tea. Is it okay to drink them all on the same day? Yes, you can. Yeah, I would make a big pot. I'll make a big pot, and I'll maybe like 3 mason jars, right? And each mason jar will have a serving of each of the teas, and I'll drink it all day. This way, you're getting a lot of water in you, but at the same time, it's highly charged electrical water, because you're using one for the lymph system, one for the Fab3, right, which is for the kidneys, lymphatic system, and adrenals, and it's fantastic. You're going to get a powerful effect, and go 100% fruit diet, and you do very well. So, or you can mix all 3 in the same pot, and make a much bigger. Use a much bigger jar and drink all day. That's it. Fantastic. So guys, thank you again for coming. What can I give my dog for allergies, pollen? Dogs and animals are like human beings. It's the same way. You have to think about it the same way. First, number one, change the diet. Give them the foods that is for the species. Okay. And dogs are very unique, because dogs, they tend to gravitate towards high vegetable and even fruits. I've seen many dogs, including one I'm close to, that will eat fruits like a human being will, like melons, etc. And that's very good for their system. You don't want them to be on a high protein diet, not too high. Okay, it's supposed the protein diet, the protein in a dog's diet should be moderate to minimal. Okay, and it should be to the raw side, and stay away from grains. The grains are going to harm your dog, because dogs in general have weak kidneys, very, very weak kidneys. And you see that the pus that comes out of the eye, mucus comes out of the eye, that's an indication of their kidneys going to the almost failing. So you don't want to be given high protein when your kidneys are weak. So if a dog has an allergy problem, the lymphatic system is compromised, which means that the diet is affecting his lymph system. Move his lymph system by giving him the foods that are going to help him move the lymph system. These are the fruits. Dogs love fruits. You give them the right kind of fruits you see with your own eyes, they'll feast on it. Okay, so I would go on a high fruit, high veggie, whatever they like to eat, and put a little bit of meat in there, raw, to the raw side, or lightly cooked, boiled or something, and you see they'll thrive. Your dog will thrive. And you can give the dog the same herbs, kidney herbs, you can give them. You can take kidney tea and boil it and let them drink it. You can put a little bit of broth in there. They'll drink it. You see the kidneys will improve. They use the same herbs as the humans, the dog, same thing. Just the dose is smaller. Okay, it's not. Dog's very easy to fix. The dog issues. Hey Rob, is there a way not to take the alcohol within the herbs for religious reasons? Yes, put it into a hot tea. It evaporates. Okay, there's not much alcohol in a tincture. Tincture, most of it is plant essence. And remember that you're not doing it for recreational. You're doing it as medicinal. Okay, and there's a big difference between medicinal and recreational. Recreational, you're drinking for pleasure, and it's harmful. It's massive amounts of quantities. But medicinal is very minimal. Okay, and it is medicinal. It's going to heal. It's healing rather than damaging. So I mean, you can put it in hot water to evaporate any alcohol. Is it possible to get yourself better with just fruits and not herbs? Yes, it's possible. The only problem is that you need access to ripe fruits. So if you're living in the tropics or in Asia or somewhere like that, or Africa, where you can get nice fresh fruits that fall off the tree, then yes, absolutely, just fruits by themselves will do you very well. But if you live in a country like Canada or the US or in the north, where you don't get access to ripe fruits that fall off the tree, then you need the herbs to help you. Okay, the herbs are there to help you because they're tissue specific, and they are going to help you get better. Okay, David Barbara, sorry, says, Mary, you changed my life. I'm feeling better. Absolutely. No, actually, David, you changed your own life. You took the information I gave you and you're running with it. And I'm so proud of you. So keep it up, okay? I mean, this is a life-changing thing. You take that knowledge, you address it to yourself. It becomes your knowledge, and you can heal yourself and heal other people. That's the whole goal. I'm doing this because I want you to help yourself and then help other people. I'm not doing this for any other reason. And I know how simple it is. That's why I keep on the same message over and over again. Fruits and herbs, three words, literally. Okay, because I want you to learn it. I want you to be the masters of it. And no one should have the right to heal you or keep knowledge away from you. It's your birthright. It's how I feel about it. Chronic inflammation. When you say chronic inflammation, what does it mean? You're inflamed. Literally, I like to think of it like you're burning inside. Okay, and why are you burning inside? What's hot? Acids. Acids and stagnant mucus will make you burn, will make you inflame. So if you want to quench that fire inside you, you want to go on an alkaline diet, and the most alkaline food you can eat are the fruits. So I'll be on a 30-day dark grape only diet if you have chronic inflammation. Okay, I'll use herbs for the kidneys, adrenals, lymph system, stomach, and bowels. I'll clean the whole body up. I'll be like crazy with the herbs and crazy with the fruits. I'm gonna get myself well. That's how I would do it if it were me. It's not hard to fix. Alkalize the body. It'll take a little bit of time. You might have some detox symptoms, but you will thrive. 100% fruits and the herbs. At the very least, the Fabulous 5. Okay, at the very least, and the kidney tea, because they contain everything you need to get you started. Okay, but ideally, if you can afford it, you want to go and get a protocol for yourself and address the main and target specific glands and organs that might need help. Okay, get an eye reading, etc. It's important. Okay, does pineapple become alkaline when digested? Yes, it's alkaline. All fruits are alkaline, even when they are to the unripe side. They are alkaline still. They're acidic if they're on. Some of them are acidic if they're cut unripe, but you're still better off consuming these fruits than eating protein and starches. Do you understand? So you take the lesser evil. That's always the case. Pineapple is fantastic. I have it all the time. I try to get it as ripe as possible. Sometimes it's impossible, but I still have it. I enjoy it. Okay, I combine it with oranges, some grapefruit, some lemons. It's fantastic fruits, delicious too. You're welcome. Thank you for answering my questions. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Thank you so much for being here and taking charge of your own health. I appreciate you so much. I really do. Can I take black seed oil during the fruit cleanse? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Burning while peeing. Please fix this quickly. If you are burning while you pee, it could be an infection. It could be a UTI of some sort. You want to fix that. And also, but in a general sense, also means your kidneys are compromised, your bladder is compromised. When I say compromised, I mean congested with lymph. And lymphatic waste will attract bacteria. Remember that. Bacteria doesn't just come and say, let me poke at this guy. It comes because you're giving it the reason for it to be there. So cleanse the whole body. I'll be first go get it checked just in case you have some pressing issues with the infection. But aside from that, I would be on a 100% food diet, 30-day dark grape only diet, and use nettle seed, kidney tea, kidney tinctures, Fabulous 5 kidney, and work on the lymphatic system, work on the adrenals, and you can clear this up nicely. I would also use an antimicrobial tincture and parasite seed tincture to help get rid of bacteria and issues down there. Okay, but you can fix it, absolutely. Not hard at all. Let's see, goji berry powder. Yeah, you can use goji berry powder. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic plant, fruit. I see dandelion growing all around in the countryside, and they are destroying them. That, you see, we live in a twisted world. We live in a twisted, crazy world. What people have deemed as harmful is actually good for you. When you see these dandelions growing everywhere, and we're using Roundup and stuff to kill it, this is medicine. Dandelion is one of the best medicine you can find, period. If there's one plant you can have, it's so strong. Think about it logically. Dandelion is so strong. It can grow on a rock. That's how strong it is. And the root is good for your liver, okay, for digestion. The leaf is helps your kidneys detoxify. It's powerful. So when you see people destroying this, you can actually gather it up yourself, provided it's edible. Sometimes they're hybrids that have been created by, because we constantly spraying them, they become hybrids and become, they're GMO specifically, sorry. And you don't want to be eating those. So make sure the ones you're picking are in the wild and not been sprayed before. And they're fantastic. Make sure it's dandelion. Use an app, take a picture of it and make sure the app specifies that it's dandelion. And eat the flowers, eat the whole plant. Wash it well. You can even boil it. You can drink the water of it. Okay, fantastic medicine. Okay, but I would pick it up, dry it, eat it fresh, or juice it. It's bitter as hell, but fantastic medicine. Dandelion, fantastic. And it's not a bad thing. It's, unfortunately, if everyone understood what dandelion was, you see there'll be more appreciation for it. We'll not be killing it like, oh, this is a bad weed. The dandelion is your friend. Actually, it's a good friend of yours. I have fatty liver. What can I do? Fatty liver is, apart from the alcohol-related one, is due to acidosis. That's what it is. Your body and your lymphatic system is not able to move acids specifically around the liver, and the liver and the body as a whole is going to use alkaline chemistry, which is the fats, cholesterol, calcium, magnesium to bind to acids, and this will form fatty tissue around the liver. It's a protective mechanism for you. It's just basically, it's telling you that your body is so acidic, especially, and your liver is to the weaker, it's a weaker link that is forming a barrier of fat around it. So if you want to get rid of it, you get rid of the acidity in the body, and that's done with the 100% fruit diet and the herbs. Okay, there's some bizarre theory out there that eating fruits you're gonna have fatty liver. That's ridiculous. Okay, fructose is not the same as glucose, and fructose has nothing to do with fatty liver. Fructose is the most superior sugar for the human species. It's the only sugar that goes into the cell by diffusion. And if you, it's almost like the creator designed it that way, no complicated. You eat your fruits, it goes right into your cells. You eat starches, it has to be broken down into glucose. You need insulin. It's very, very simple, okay? And the so-called professors out there don't understand this concept very well because they've been trained only to know about glucose and the more common sugars. But fructose is far superior than any other sugar, in my opinion, okay? You can only go on a 100% fruit diet to see the effects. And FYI, your blood sugar will drop on a 100% fruit diet. It will drop. You can check it and see. So let's see. What are the natural ways to help blood clot? Don't touch proteins, don't touch starches, period. Okay, you want to be on a high fruit diet, high berry diet. It's high flavonoid, high antioxidant. It strengthens and fortifies the vessels, okay? That's what we do. Blood clots, you want to be on a 100% fruit diet, period. You want the blood to be very light, okay? You don't want it thick and chunky. With the cells sticking together. Like when you have high protein and starches, that's what happens to your blood. So stick on the 100% fruit diet and use herbs for circulation, okay? On our side, we have one called circulation 1 and 2 and neurological. This push blood flow nicely around the body. And then also for the lower part, you can use circulation down tincture. It boosts blood flow to the lower body, and you have you can have better blood. My point is, okay, clean the spleen, clean the bone marrow as well with the herbs. Are your tinctures similar to Dr. Morse's? No, they're not. They're not similar to that. I mean, they have the same effects, but different herbs. What about the very strong, someone wants strong erections. This is very simple to fix. Erections are the easiest thing to fix when it comes to you go on a fruit diet, it fixes. You want to address adrenals, your pituitary gland, and you want to address the gonads, the testicles. Okay, this is very simple to fix because most of the time when you have an erection problem, you have a block of energy flow. It's lymph flow, blood flow, nerve flow. And just by going on a 100% fruit diet, let's say a 30-day diet group only diet, just by that alone will open up the channels for you, and you have no problems with erections. Okay, but you can speed it up by using herbs for the entire body, the Fabulous 5, okay, and the kidney tea, because it's kidney issues, use nettle seed as well, and then use extra herbs for the adrenals, extra herbs for the pituitary gland, and extra herbs for the testicles, meaning push blood flow to that region. Very simple to fix, not hard at all. Okay, usually you go on an all fruit diet for 15 to 30 days, you start seeing immense improvement. Okay, so it's not hard at all to fix this problem. Five good questions here. A lot of questions. Good morning, my brother. If you have candida, can you still go on fruits? I would, but here's the problem with the candida issue and everything, because you're brainwashed to use the candida diet. When you use the candida diet, you're limiting sugars of every kind. Okay, but even the candida diet has a section on fruits and low glycemic fruits, and I would use that, you see, because when you have candida overgrowth, it's because your adrenals are busted, literally, they're weak. And your adrenals is what makes use of sugars. And when you eat complex carbohydrates, you're breaking the sugars down, and if sugars cannot be used properly because your adrenals are weak, this creates an environment for candida to grow. Also, your lymphatic system, if it's compromised and it's stagnant, will also be the environment that attracts candida, because candida is there to do its job. It's there to get rid of fermented sugars. That's what it's there for. So if you want to fix the root cause, not treat it, not to suppress it like with the candida diet, but to get rid of the root cause, you need to go on an all-fruit diet, low glycemic fruits. And I would use, it has to be very simple fruits. Don't use avocados, don't use coconuts, or any kind of heavy fruits. You want light, simple chemistry and low glycemic. Okay, that's the apples, blueberries, or any kind of berry. Okay, and then you want to use herbs for the adrenals, maybe a glandula. And you want to use herbs for the pancreas as well. And of course, herbs for the entire body, but herb specific extra for those parts. And that's how you get rid of Candida. But also use Parasite C is a tincture we have, and Parasite antimicrobial herbs, and use that 5 to 6 times a day. Hit it hard until you get rid of the overgrowth. But the key is to address the adrenals. Okay, adrenals have to be fixed, and your lymph system has to remove, and your kidneys need to filter out all that excess waste. So this, as you can see, it's a systemic issue, but emphasis on the adrenals and using antimicrobial herbs and addressing the pancreas. It's very simple to fix, just a little bit of time, and you will have flare-ups. So when you get on the fruit, you see a flare-up, but then you have to be patient and ride a wave, and you should come up and down until it stabilizes and you're fine. But a lot of people don't see that or don't have the ability, and they make the assumption that fruits are not good, not good, because they don't understand that you're not trying to treat, you're trying to address the root cause. But it's up to you to be intuitive, to know which fruits you resonate with, and which fruits don't cause a flare-up, whilst you are trying to get rid of the whole Candida issue. Okay, that's my point of view on Candida. Otherwise you can go on a Candida diet, and good luck with that, because you'll just be suppressing it. You'll not be taking care of it, and your whole life you'll be limited to what you can eat. If that's for you, then okay. What's good for any kind of virals? Virals, you have to understand. Okay, again, they're there to do their job. Unless they are actually put inside you intentionally, they're actually there to target weak cells. That's what the whole purpose of, that's the whole purpose, is to target weak cells. So if you want to make sure that they don't get too active, don't have any weak cells. Boost your immune system. Get your kidneys to filter. Move the lymph system. Lymph system is the main immune system. If you have those in good order, those things don't need to be around. Okay, they won't affect you in that way. So this is how you get better from this. Is that you go 100% fruit diet, move the lymph system, get the kidneys to filter. Very important. If kidneys don't filter out these wastes, they'll stick around and multiply or get overgrowth. So it's not complicated. Don't be scared either. I'm currently on a fruit fast and also a dry fast. Why does my neck feel so stiff? Because something called detox symptoms, and I don't know how aggressive you are on a dry fast. Never jump from a Southern American diet to a dry fast, because a dry fast is very powerful. Okay, and for most people, there's too much toxins in you to jump into a dry fast. You need to take your time and go onto a fruit-only cleanse for a few weeks before you move onto a dry fast. However, if you have a stiff neck, it could be a detox symptom. It's likely that you had an injury there before, or a strain there before that never healed, and now that you're on the fruit and the dry fast, and the body's trying to heal it, and these things can pop up again. So in other words, when the body's trying to heal the stiff neck or the injury that was there before, those pains will be expressed again whilst it's doing the cleansing. Okay, and you see that once you're doing a detox, sometimes old injuries that were like a decade ago or 2 decades ago, depending on how old you are, will resurface. And then you might get the impression, oh, I'm getting worse, but you're not actually getting worse. The body is trying to fix it. It's digging deep. Okay, so you have to know what's a detox symptom and what's not, and remember what kind of injury you had before. So when you are detoxing and the body's healing, you might get detox symptoms that sometimes are worsening of symptoms, or a revival of old symptoms that you forgot about. So I hope that makes sense for you. Let's see, a question about erections. I covered that already, so you can I'll post this video again. You can watch it again to help you. I have fatty liver. I covered that already. CBD oil, any good? Yes, it's good. It's anti-inflammatory, but it's not going to help you solve your health issues. If you have any kind of health issues, it's deeper than that. It goes beyond CBD oil. CBD oil will be like a treatment, or to calm down what you're feeling temporarily. You want to dig deep, get a kidney filter, move the lymph system. That's how you fix it. Okay. How can I get rid of skin tags, and what are they caused by? Skin tags are caused by poor adrenals, poor sugar metabolism. That's what it's caused by. So this goes exactly the same answer as the Candida diet. This is how you address skin tags. You gotta move the lymph system. You gotta work on the kidneys. Use antimicrobial tincture. Fix the adrenals. Use an adrenal glandula. This is how you fix skin tags. It's not hard to fix. A little bit of time. That's what's needed. I covered the stronger erections. Either I'm getting a lot of questions on stronger erection, or this is the same question, but I covered it up already, and you can reach out to me, direct message me. I'll give you the whole protocol on it. It's simple. It's not hard to fix. 100% fruits and the herbs. That's it. What's good for psoriasis? I have it on my elbows. I don't want it to spread. The psoriasis I've been expressed in your elbows is not localized. It's systemic. Your elbows are the weak point. That's it. So it's being expressed at the elbows. Psoriasis and any kind of skin condition is a reflection on your kidneys. Your kidneys are weak. So your skin is taking the burden of the waste elimination from the kidneys. Also means your liver is weak, your spleen is weak, and all these need to be addressed. Okay, so if for me, I'll be on 100% fruit diet, maybe a 30-day dark grape only diet, and I'll use the Fabulous 5, the kidney tea. I use the liver and pancreas tincture for the liver. I'll use a lymphatic spleen tincture for the spleen. Okay, and to take nettle seed to strengthen the kidneys, and then 2 different kidney tinctures at the very least. That's how you work on on the psoriasis and any kind of skin issues. But be warned that you will see a flare up. Okay, likely see a flare up. So when you're using the fruits are going to stir up those acids and trying to get rid of them. And if your channels of elimination are not open up properly, this is the bowels, the lungs, the skin, okay, and the kidneys. If those 4 channels are not open up properly, then you might see detox symptoms and skin flare up even more. But it's temporary and it goes away. I would work on my kidneys, hard on my kidneys, and work on my liver and my spleen, okay, for any kind of skin condition. I hope that helps. Let's see. Did you say we can use beets on all food diet? Yes, you can use beets now and then. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I know it's a vegetable, but especially when you juice it, don't eat it, juice it. And you're getting all the nutrients you need, and it can complement the fruits. It's great for the kidneys as well, but sometimes too much beets will hurt your kidneys. Not in a negative sense, but it's very stimulating, very strong. So, let's have it now and then, once in a while. Not once in a while. So I take herbs daily, but still get inflammation in my hip joints, and I'm vegan, but I'm transitioning into raw plant-based diet. That will help with the joints. Yes, but I would be on 100% fruit diet. If you're remember this, because you are vegan doesn't mean that you are necessarily eating the right foods. Because cooked vegan foods, especially the ones that like the burgers and the fake meats, are also bad for you. Not as bad as animal products, but they're also bad. And you don't want to be that as your mainstay of diet. Now and then you have a treat and cheat, okay. But if you want to fix your joints, you need to be on 100% fruit diet, period. Like I would jump on the dark grape only diet, and you need herbs to help you. And joints like these, when you have joint pains, is actually a kidney problem. You need kidney filtration problem. You need kidney filtration, and you need to move the lymph system, and that's what I would be doing. Okay, with herbs, the Fabulous 5, the kidney tea, nettle seed tea, use clean the bowels, work on endocrine glands. It's very simple. The systemic thing is not. You don't have joint problems. You have a systemic acidosis problem. Okay, but reach out to me. I'll give you a protocol. Okay, no problem at all. Let's see. Cleanse for the liver and cleanse for the kidneys and the liver. It should be cleansed for the whole body. That's what it is. Your kidneys and liver are the weakest link in your case. So 100% fruit diet, Fabulous 5, kidney tea, liver and pancreas tincture at the very least. Okay, and time. That's it. How do you naturally fix low testosterone in a 36-year-old with sleep apnea? I just covered the erection. How you deal with the erection is how you deal with testosterone, because you're addressing the adrenals, you're addressing the pituitary gland, and addressing the gonads. These are responsible for hormone production in a male. Okay, so you want all those in good working order, but 100% fruit diet, Fabulous 5 kidney tea, and extra herbs for the adrenals, extra herbs for the pituitary gland, extra herbs for the gonads, the testicles. In other words, use herbs to push blood flow to that region. And our side is called lower circulation herbs. Okay, and if you have sleep apnea, you have lymphatic congestion in the head, well, excess mucus in the head. Okay, and the entire body for that matter, but the head and the bowels are congested specifically. So clean the sinuses, clean the bowels. Use extra herbs for the head and the sinuses, and as the bowels as well. Make sure you're having good bowel movements. When you go on 100% fruit diet, the weight will drop, the excess mucus comes out, and your sleep apnea will go away. Okay, it's not hard to fix, and your testosterone levels will increase. So as you can see, systemic. I only use herbs for specific locations if warranted, but otherwise for most people, if you just go on 100% fruit diet, like a grape only diet. And I love grapes because they're powerful cleaners and healers and high nutrition. And you went on the Fabulous 5, okay, at the very least, and the kidney tea, you will do very well. It's that simple, okay? I covered all my books. I'm sure a lot of you have my books already, but I always like to point out for you, okay? The first one is the Lemon Only Cleanse, how to lose weight even when you think you can't. And this one here is a bigger one. It has more protocols in there, quite a few protocols. And it's called How to Heal Yourself Even When You Think You Can't. These are on Amazon right now. You can get them. Okay, they're a fraction, they're inexpensive, but the information in there is priceless. Literally, you know that stuff. You can help yourself. You can help other people. It's not. It's an investment in you. So I encourage you to go and get your copies. Okay, on Amazon. It's also on my profile link as well. I have it on my site as well too. If you for some reason you don't want to use Amazon. Can I use sea moss during the fruit cleanse? Yes, you can use sea moss in the fruit cleanse. Make sure it's 100% fruit diet if you want superior results. But remember that sea moss is fantastic, but you need herbs for the lymphatic system, you need herbs for the kidneys, okay? And while sea moss is very powerful, it's not necessarily a kidney cleanser or lymphatic cleanser. So make sure you get herbs for the Fabulous. I like to use Fabulous 5 for that reason. It has all the herbs you need for the adrenals, kidneys, lymphatic system, endocrine glands, and the bowels. Okay, that way you're all covered, and you can add the sea moss in there, and you're good to go. Can I have celery and apple juice together and just sip on it all day? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, absolutely. Celery is a herb, okay? Apple is fantastic for you. It's not as astringent as, let's say, the grapes or the melons or the citrus, but it still works. You can do very well. Just be sure to be on more herbs, like I just mentioned, the Fabulous 5. Someone says, thank you so much for your wisdom. I appreciate the kind words. Like I always say, I'm doing this for you, for all of us. Okay, when you learn this stuff and you can help other people, then it's blessings on you as well. So try and learn this fruits and herbs, and get the books I showed you. It's very simple. Keep it very simple, and you're gonna do very well. For psoriasis, I covered already. I'll repost this video. You can watch it, okay, and get the points. But you can always reach out to me, and I'll do my best to help you. Okay. How about cats? Can they eat fruits? No, cats don't eat fruits. Cats are a different species. You have to know the foods for the species. If you're trying to heal a cat, you gotta go mostly raw or slightly cooked meat. But cats are carnivores, and they're one of the weakest species on the planet. What I mean by weakest, I mean they're they're strong and aggressive like the tigers and the lions. But if you pay attention, you see that they're very lazy and very tired all the time because the high-fat, high-protein diet is very, very draining for the species. And so that's why you should never compare yourself to a cat. I mean, we're not cats, we're not carnivores, we are frugivores, we eat fruits. That's what the species, we're closest to the apes, and they eat, apes and monkeys, they eat only fruits in the right environment, okay? Sometimes they'll eat veggies and insects if they're forced to. But cats, you need to go on a high protein diet, mostly raw, and use the herbs. But the herbs, they don't like it. In other words, they're very sensitive to it. So you need like a drop or two now and then, and find a way to put it in their foods. That's it. You can heal a cat pretty quickly because cats also have a high metabolism, so they tend to recover quickly. Okay, they get more damage in their body quicker, and they also heal quicker. So yeah, cats, I wouldn't give them fruits. No, cats, I'll give them meat, mostly raw, slightly cooked meat. Is Guinness healthy? That's a good one. Guinness healthy? No, I mean, it has hops. I think hops. Hops are a fantastic herb, but it's slightly estrogenic. So meaning that it has a lot of estrogen in it. So it's good for nursing mothers, not Guinness particularly, but hops. And people have this conclusion that if you go on beers and Guinness, it's good because it has these nutrients in there. But you can get the same nutrients in this particular hops powder. Okay, but like I said, it tends to be estrogenic a bit, and also it's a sedative. It makes you sleep. So I wouldn't go drinking Guinness thinking that I'm getting healthy. No, absolutely not. Oh, it's not a good idea. That's funny though. Guinness, it's funny because you drink it, it's actually one of the best beers you can drink. It's not even a beer, it's stout, right? But it's one of the best alcoholic things you can drink because it has nutrition and it's to the lighter side, less calories, etc. But it's not healthy. It's not healthy by any means. Someone says, thank you for helping us. You should open a place where we can come and all detox for a week. Yes, I have that in mind, to be honest with you, where you can pray, meditate, heal. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have that in mind. Trust me, I do. I mean, I'd like to meet all of you, at least some of you, right? And, we can all do this together because this is a loving field. This field is a healing, loving field. And everybody, you have to know how to meditate, to take walks in nature, to resonate to yourself, to find your true self. It's a beautiful experience. Going on the fruits alone, it's so beautiful. Like you feel lighter, and you people who resonate around you, you pick up their energies, and it's always, when people are on this path, always tend to have good energy. You know, very few won't. But even so, it might be because they're detoxing emotionally, right? But absolutely, it's one of my goals to have a retreat where we all can come and pray, meditate, eat right, and heal each other. Help each other heal, sorry. It's a brilliant idea, very soon. Nasal congestion won't let me breathe and sleep. So I would be on a lemon only cleanse immediately, okay? And I would use, on my side, I have respiratory tea and respiratory tincture, okay? And I would actually boil the tea, okay? And the steam that comes from the tea, I would cover my head with a towel and inhale the steam that comes from the respiratory tea, okay? It will clean the mucus in your nose and your lungs and your throat, and you keep on doing that and drink the tea, okay? But a lemon only cleanse, you see the mucus coming out of you. Yeah. Try a 7-day lemon only cleanse. I know it's tough, I do, but it's gonna cleanse you up nicely. But you definitely need a consult, meaning like if you just have only nasal congestion, it's probably deeper. So just to get immediate relief, though, is what I would do. But definitely you want to detox the whole body. At the very least, use the Fabulous 5 kidney tea, respiratory tincture, and like if I look at your eyes and I'll see the weak links, I'm able to suggest what's good for you, okay, and get it done once and for all. But it's not hard to fix, so don't worry about it. We'll fix it. I'll help you. I'll show you how to fix it. That's for you, King Reggie. I believe you already got a consult. I believe, right? We'll make sure you get better. Don't worry. I mean, you're gonna make sure you get better because the tools are in your hands. I'll just show you the tools and you do it. Okay, let's see. So someone says I'm already on the herbs, okay, but I still have arthritic knees and they get stiff if I sit or walk too long. Yeah, but it's gonna happen though. I mean, understand what arthritis is. It's chronic acidosis, chronic inflammation. Do you know how long it takes for you to get there? It takes if you are old enough, probably to decades to get there. So don't expect when you're cleansing you're going to be immediate results. No, not in chronic situations. The good news is that it takes a fraction of the time to heal than it did to get to that point. So let's say you had arthritis and it took you 20 years. You can see decent and if not complete results in a year plus, maybe less. But everyone is different. Everyone is different in the way they use the herbs, in the way they eat the fruits, and how strict they are. And everyone is different in how congested they are lymphatically. But this is a kidney issue. It's kidney. If you want extra speed, work on the kidney. Do some dry fasting. Add nettle seed tea. Okay, nettle seed is the one herb you use for kidney, restoring the kidneys. Okay, it's one thing used for restoring the kidneys. And chronic joints is a kidney issue. It's a lymphatic and kidney issue, and adrenals. Also, you should work on the adrenals. Adrenals fight inflammation for you. But it's normal. I mean, it's going to happen like this. You just have to be patient, and you got to adjust your diet, etc., as you go along, okay? But you definitely make progress. But the arthritis and all these chronic conditions, they take a longer bit of time to resolve, okay? Much longer than the rest. So someone says, Rob, don't you get tired of repeating yourself? Thank you for being so patient. No, I don't get tired. I mean, I say the same thing in different ways, right? And also remember that because people are coming and different people are coming every week, so it's the same message, but it's different for new ears. And those of you who have already heard me many times before, it's helpful to hear it over again, because it's a bit like when you're trying to study for an exam or a topic and you hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. It gets embedded in you and it becomes part of you, and then it becomes a tool that's necessary. So I don't get tired of it. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I enjoy helping people. And when I see the effects of how people are healing, for me, that's my fuel. And yeah, it can be tiring. It can be tiring physically, but the benefits, the spiritual benefits, and the helping other people far outweighs the repetition and the negative side, the negative I see, like the people send me pictures of stuff I see, you know, it's not the most pleasing, but I feel it like my duty that I'm helping people. So that's why I do it. So and also I have passion for it. If you have a passion for something, it's no longer work. It's a journey, an exciting journey. So but thank you though. I do appreciate. You're right. I do repeat, and I keep on repeating, and I will continue repeating. because people need to learn. Which herbs for fibroids? And which herbs for fibroids and HPV? So we don't use herbs to treat. Okay, herbs are not used to treat. Herbs are used for strengthening tissue or cells, or it's tissue specific. Sorry. So whenever you have any kind of condition, we never use the herbs as a treatment. We use the herbs to help strengthen the structure and function of that tissue. Okay, so I cannot say this herb is for fibroids. It doesn't exist like that. You can say, how can I get the fibroids to go away? Well, the fibroids is a lymphatic and kidney issue. That's what it is. So if you want to get rid of the fibroids, then you work on 100% fruit diet, the whole body. Okay, I will use Fabulous 5 kidney tea, and use extra herbs to target the uterus. Extra herbs to target the pituitary gland, because that's controlling the hormones. Target the adrenals, also controls the hormones. Okay, and target the ovaries. Use herbs for all those parts. That's how you get things better. But there's no such thing as a herb for fibroids. Anyone who tells you that doesn't know what they're talking about. You cannot use herbs to treat. Herbs are not for treating. Herbs are for strengthening and cleaning the cells as part of a detoxification program. Okay, and the herbs are smart. They literally have consciousness, and they're herbs for every single part of the body. The divine nature, God, whoever you want to define it as, designed them. Is incredible. It's incredible that how these plants have affinity to tissue. Extraordinary. Science will never understand it. Okay. In fact, when they're breaking down the herbs or definition of the herbs scientifically, they often name the parts of the herb or the constituents of the herb, the name of the actual herb, because this is new to them, right? So like, it's amazing. They're still trying to wrap their head around this. You cannot comprehend the nature of creation. Man cannot comprehend the nature of creation. It's beyond our ability. We'll never have this ability. And nature is already perfect as it is, and the divine created everything as it is perfect. And the goal of scientists should not be to try and create new things. It should be to try and understand what nature has created, and so that we can live with these things, not destroy them. Because if you look carefully around us, every technology we have developed comes with a negative side effect that's far outweighs the benefits, that we not pay attention to, we don't look at. Okay, you can be driving a nice car, yes, but look at the damage caused to create that car, and then the effects of the pollution of that car. So I believe that man should live in harmony with nature. That's what I believe in personally. We don't live in a perfect world, obviously, but we gotta respect what nature gave us. God, divine, whoever you want to believe. How to address parasites in the colon? Well, it's very simple. 100% fruit diet, the herbs, the Fabulous 5 kidney tea. Use extra herbs, Parasite W on our website for worms, and Parasite C for bacteria and fungus. That's it. And use some enemas, clean up, give a little bit of time. You see, you get better. It's not complicated at all. Parasites are one of the easiest things to fix. Ringing in the ears. I do have high blood pressure. Ringing in the ears is quite easy to fix. Okay, this is I call it excess mucus in your head, congestion. So what do you do in such regard? You gotta fix your gut, number one. Okay, your head sits on the GI tract. It literally sits on it. So if the GI tract is congested, the excess mucus will stick around. That's lymphatic pressure. That ringing you hear in your ear is pressure of lymph pushing on nerves and pushing on tissue. That's the ringing. It's pressure. And if you don't fix it, it affects your eyes. It can spread. It can so-called spread. I mean, the lymphatic system will get more stagnant. You start having eye issues, ear issues, brain issues. So, clean the sinuses. Very important. Okay, I got steps for this. Do some ear candle, eye washes. Chew horseradish roots. Use a neti pot with peppermint oil. Do some massage in the back of the head. Then clean the gut. Use enemas. Use the herbs. Okay, use herbs for the head region, neurological 1 tincture for the brain and nerves. Use circulation tincture for blood flow to the head region. It's not hard to fix. It's not hard to fix at all. Okay, you just have to do the work and use the right herbs. Reach out to me and I will guide you best as I can. Someone said, did you say we can boil the tinctures with the kidney tea and drink all it? No, I didn't say boil. I said if you make a tea, so how do you make a tea? You take a teaspoon of the herbs, you put it into your cup, okay, or a pot, and you pour hot water, boiling water on it. You don't boil the herbs in water. There's a difference between boiling herbs and putting hot water on the herbs. Big difference. When you're boiling something, you're putting high temperature on it for a longer period of time. When you're putting hot water on the herbs, you are steeping it. So you steep your tea like how you do a regular tea. That's how you do the herbs. But you can put the tinctures in that tea, okay, and it will evaporate the alcohol, any kind of alcohol in the tinctures. So you do not need to boil the herbs though, okay? You put the loose herbs, you put your tinctures with the loose herbs and pour the tea, the hot water on the herbs. And that's how you do it. That's the right way of doing it. Okay. Can fasting help with hypothyroidism or low thyroid? Fasting can help you, but I always say this before, don't go on a fast until you've done a few weeks on the fruits and the herbs. Okay, the fruits will give you better results, be honest with you, because with the fruits you have a hydration, you're hydrating. And when you're compromised and lymphatically speaking already, and you go on a water-only cleanse or a dry fast, you're not moving the lymph system necessarily. You're cleansing the body at a very fast rate, but you're not moving the lymph system. And this can cause congestion and detox symptoms. I would always go on fruits first and the herbs before and maybe add the fasting in between. Okay, but not, I would never jump from a standard American diet or a compromised body to a dry fast or water fast. A lot of people have done it before and they don't get results. They'll jump into a water fast, 30-day water fast, and then when they jump onto the fruits and herbs, you see they get better results. And for the simple reason that with the fruits, you're moving the lymph system. You're moving the lymph system, and that's the main immune system. That's the system that removes waste from your body, right? But to fix hypothyroidism, you need to go 100% fruit diet and use herbs for the entire body, the Fabulous 5. Okay, the Fabulous 5, the kidney tea, take extra herbs for the thyroid, called thyroid lift tincture, but also address your pituitary gland and hypothalamus. Those two glands control the thyroid. And sometimes when you have a hypothyroid issue, you don't really have a thyroid issue, but you have a pituitary gland and hypothalamus issue, which means that your whole head region is likely compromised with mucus. You have eye problems, nose problems, ear problems, etc., brain problems. So it's a systemic thing, but check those glands, and an eye reading is necessary for you, okay? Because you can identify which glands are pressing. If you address the thyroid, but your pituitary gland and hypothalamus is not addressed, you're not fixing the problem. And it will lead to even different things manifesting, and you don't want that happen, okay? So this is that simple. Okay. Views on enemas. Enemas I would use once in a while. They're good, especially when you're doing a dry fast. You want to do enemas, okay? It helps you remove that congestion, and it's inexpensive. You can do it at home. So yeah, I'm okay with enemas, especially when you're doing a cleanse. You want to make sure that you're opening up the digestive tract, and make sure you're using the washroom properly. You have good bowel movements, okay? I just saw dandelion in the produce section. Should I get that or find it in the wild? You can get it, wash it well, and juice it. That's it. Hopefully it's organic, right? Okay, well, questions here are endless. There's no way I can answer all this, but I do appreciate you guys from being here, okay? But like I said, if I didn't answer your question, please, on my profile link, I have a link to my website that you can answer questions. You can ask me questions. And also, I have a link to my messenger, which is easier for me to answer than Instagram, because Instagram doesn't allow you to post a lot of text. You have to post in sections, which limits the time I have to post. So if you go on Messenger, I can post the whole protocol for you, and you can get the information you need quicker. So on my profile link, there's a link there to my messenger. There's a link there to my website. You can use any of those. You get faster response, okay? But feel free and direct message me. I'll do my best to help you. And have a wonderful Sunday, what's left of the day. Take care of yourself, fruits and herbs, stick to your detox, be patient, be diligent, invest in the herbs, very important, okay? I mean, the Fabulous 5 and kidney tea, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be telling you doing this if I didn't know it works, okay? And educate yourself. Remember, the books are there, and they're on my website and also on Amazon. They're there for you. I read them for you. They're inexpensive. These books are priceless, and this is only $12. Okay, this book is worth thousands of dollars, in my opinion, because if you can help yourself, then it's priceless. So I put them inexpensive so that everyone can afford it. So $12 and $15 is nothing. Get them both. Learn, educate yourself, become a powerhouse for yourself, heal yourself, heal other people, and then help other people. And you do very well. Okay. So have a blessed rest of the day, and I'll catch you later.